porterhouse, T-bone,
No way.
then you
Are you-
scoop it out and up. You have to hit bottom first, then you scoop out and up. Don't cut down into the other eye muscle. And don't come in from here because that's crazy. Scoop it. All right? You'll
Yes,
take the
sure.
tenderloin out as a separate thing. Don't hack it all up. And stand it up like this. On this side, there's a little layer of blade meat. You're going to peel this off, starting from the top, but you have to stay on the seam. Do not cut down in the eye muscle below. You peel off this thin layer. It's only this thick. Don't cut down into the eye and ruin it. Somebody cut the eye here. Look at that. Then you're going to come down this rib cage, starting like so. Come down the whole rib cage. After this is removed, down the whole, pressing into the ribs a little. You don't have to start from the very top. You can come down a little bit and start all the way down to the bottom. And then you have the T-bones. The tenderloin won't be there, so it'll be easy. You hook the knife like this. You come down the other side of the T-bone like that. You feel it right there. That's the finger bone. So there's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will be open, and you come down that, and just scoop the meat off. There's like a little step you have to work around. I'll be running around watching this, going through these. You know what I mean? I'll be helpless, because you really haven't done it, so you saw me do it. You should have an idea of it a little bit, but I mean, you should know the bone structure. Chine, feather, finger bone, rib bone,
Do one of these steps.
tenderloin. On the beef shank, how do you bone it out?
Right here.
Yeah, I mean, I would trim off the exterior membrane, find the bone up near the surface on one side, come down one side of it, down the other side, stay close. And then once it's boned out, you got to take off the big tendons, the blood vessel, where you separate it in half, clean it up, no fat. Strip loin. We're going to cut them in half, so each team is going to get a half. One side is going to have the vein end. We're not going to trim it off. I would just make that the last steak when you're cutting them. But on that, you got to flip it over first. Look for the bone connective tissues. Then flip it back. Trim the fat down to a modest level so it's soft. And then clean off the collagen band. And then cut the portion steaks. You cut portion steaks? Where do you cut portion steaks with? Not me.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
it's
Leo.
Chef
Really?
Howie
Chef
really.
Leah?
No Beely.
Chef Beely? Did you
Yeah.
cut them accurate? Did you weigh each and every
Yeah.
steak?
Your chef.
Did you lay them out on piece
Perfect.
paper?
They weren't like those, but yeah, we did.
They were all not true.
Ours were.
Today they'll be perfect. Ish. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, chef.
Ish. They will be adequate. What does adequate mean to you?
Proper.
Good enough. Sufficient.
Good enough?
Proper.
Proper?
Like I understood the night.
Accurate.
Yeah.
It all depends on what. If adequate, if this is adequate down here, then adequate is kind of not so great. If your standard is way up here, and the chef reaches adequate, then it's at a very high level. So it's all relative. It's a word that gets bantered around. Oh, that's that's just adequate. Well, just adequate, then your standard is not high enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, chef.
And some people always think that you should be more than adequate. Then you're setting expectations that are not realistic. That's my deal.
I just realized from my apron.
All right?
I just realized.
So let's do
Not
this
adequate.
adequately. How long should